Here is Cody and Grandpa's Christmas tradition. Ding dong! Cody and his Chihuahua Charlie spring off the couch. They are the official greeters. Mom and Dad are getting food ready. Grandpa's still upstairs in his room. Cody straightens his new bow tie and pulls the front door open. Brrr! The cold air grabs at his face like a monster claw. Shuffle, shuffle, step, step, squeak, squeak. One by one, the Christmas Eve party guests scurry in. Swish! Uncle Bob slides past with a pat on the tippy top of Cody's head and a platter full of meat and cheese. Wobble, wobble! Aunt Pam giggles past, juggling, jiggling plates of Jell-O. Pies in the sky! Great Aunt Louise holds out her prized pies up high. Are they apple pies? Cherry? Cody asks, but he knows the answer already. She waves them under his nose. They are meat pies, silly. We have them every year. It's a tradition. Cody wrinkles his nose. I want to know who made pies with meat in it. A tradition, he whispers to Charlie. Gross. But Cody has a problem bigger than meat pies. Everyone is here now, talking and laughing. Everyone but Grandpa. Cody's parents told him that Grandpa likes his own time on Christmas Eve. Cody looks at the clock. Tick-tock, 10 o'clock, still no Grandpa. Tick-tock, 11 o'clock. Tick-tock, it's 30 minutes until midnight, still no Grandpa. The party is almost over. Christmas is almost here. Charlie, Cody says, we have to check on Grandpa. Swoosh, Cody runs up the stairs, 2 steps at a time. Charlie's little legs struggle to keep up. Grandpa's in his big stuffed chair facing the window. He's holding an old picture. Are you coming down for Christmas, Grandpa? Cody asks. Pat, pat, Grandpa slaps his lap. Cody climbs up. Charlie jumps up too. He licks Grandpa's face. Who are those guys in the picture? Cody asks. No one has ever asked me about this picture, Grandpa says, tugging on Cody's new bow tie. But if you really want to know... I do, Cody insists. Charlie does too. Grandpa rubs Charlie's little belly until his hind legs shake. Well, all right then. It seems like a good night to share a story. It was on this night a long time ago. I had to be far away from family on Christmas. I was a soldier in a place called Vietnam. Members of my unit were sitting on our beds in our hooches. Hooches are like barracks, big rooms full of bunk beds. The walls were made of thin wood, and the rooftops were tin. When the rain came down, it would clatter so hard you could hardly hear the people inside talking. Plink, plink, plink. The wind would wail right through the cracks. Howl! Strong winds would pound on the sides like someone beating a drum. Boom, boom, boom. It was just about midnight on Christmas Eve. The winds now were still. No plinks, no howls, no booms. 6 of us were sharing our letters and pictures and really missing our families. My best friend Dale came running in. There is a really bright star out there, he shouted. It's so bright, I bet our families can see it shining too. Let's be under the same star as they are tonight. We walked out and gazed up at the sky. First 5 men, then 10, and soon all of the men from all of the hooches silently walked out to join us. No one said a word at first. Then, at exactly midnight, one man started to sing Silent Night. Someone else joined in, then another. Soon hundreds of soldiers were singing together under that bright star. When the song was over, some traded hugs, others handshakes, some pats on the back, but it was silent again. Words weren't needed. We all knew that would always be our special Christmas in Vietnam. Cody wipes away Grandpa's tears. That sounds cool, Cody says, but why does it make you sad? Because it was the last time many of us would ever be together. But you still remember them. I will never forget them. Before we left Vietnam, all of the guys in this picture promised to try to find our star on Christmas Eve. We would start a Christmas tradition to think about each other and those who didn't come home. That's why I sit here and look at the sky at midnight. But I can't see the star from here tonight. The clouds are in the way. Cody turned to the cuckoo clock on the wall. It is 5 minutes until midnight. He looks out the window. "I have an idea," Cody exclaims. "Are you allowed to share your star?" "You bet," Grandpa answers. Cody jumps up and rushes downstairs. Charlie is right at his heels. "Everyone outside," Cody hollers. "Okay, Grandpa, we are ready," he shouts upstairs. Hand in hand, they walk out the front door. The cold air stings. Cody tucks Charlie in his coat, only his head is sticking out. "We can all remember your friends together. Then Christmas Eve won't be so sad anymore. It'll be our new tradition, if that's okay with you." It's better than okay. The cold wind blows the clouds back and forth, and just at midnight, a sparkle comes through the clouds as they slowly pull apart. "Wow," Cody points. "That's the brightest star I've ever seen." Grandpa starts singing, "Silent Night, Holy Night." Cody's parents start singing too. All is calm, all is bright. Everyone else joins in. Charlie howls. Howling is the closest he can get to singing. Grandpa puts his arm around Cody. "Thank you. This is the best Christmas present ever." Cody smiles. "Maybe traditions aren't that bad after all. I might even try a little piece of that meat pie this year." "Woof," Charlie agrees. I hope you'll enjoy a tradition this year or start a new one. Share one with a friend or even a stranger. Let this be the one time of year you stop, sit in front of a tree, or stare out a window and think about what you have to be thankful for and what you can do to share that spirit of love, giving, and caring. Check out MetivierMedia.com and our Facebook page. We're going to share some family photos with you and a couple of the illustrations from this book. Merry Christmas from my family to yours. This is The Heart of the Story with Gary Metivier.